Mark your calendars, June 27th. Here to talk with us about it is Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman. Rick, we've got a date for a debate.
I've cleared my schedule. I can't wait. Here are the three things I want to see. I want to see a push-up contest. I want to see both candidates take one of those cognitive tests we hear Trump talk about, where he has to answer questions, person, woman, man, camera, TV, or whatever. And I think they should each have to recite 5 tongue twisters.
I would watch that debate, but what are we actually going to get, Rick?
Well, I think we're probably going to get a lot of interest in this debate, even if it's sort of morbid interest. I mean, the jokes make themselves at this point. The grumpy old man meme is already dominating the internet. But I think what we actually would be watching for here. I mean, there probably are some voters who want to know what Trump would do in a second term or what Biden might do in a second term. But let's be honest. I think we're all of us who are going to tune in. We're all going to be looking for something that could become a viral moment that could turn this race one way or the other. Whether one of these candidates ends up doing something that looks foolish, scores a certain zinger, or does something else. I mean, everybody knows that age is an issue for both of these candidates. Biden a little bit older than Trump, but both of them pretty old. So it's really going to be kind of a contest to see, in one sense, who's the last man standing, and in another sense, who can have the least embarrassing performance, I guess, is the best way to put it.
Yeah, it's interesting, Rick, because I agree with you. There'll be interest. It's always just curious to me. I wonder if there's any kind of data or research showing that these debates actually have, they actually have impact. They actually matter. Do they, is there any evidence that they really kind of do influence and impact elections and how people vote? I don't know.
I mean, the famous example of this is the first televised debate going all the way back to 1960, when Jack Kennedy just looked more polished, more interesting, and more secure than Richard Nixon. So if you start there, sure they do. I mean, we keep talking about this, guys, but this election is going to be decided by a really small portion of swing voters in about 6 swing states. And believe it or not, there are some persuadable voters out there. So yes, I think these debates will potentially make a difference. I mean, the first one on June 27th, that's still pretty far ahead of the actual election date or when people are going to be casting their ballots. There is going to be a second one in September. So that one might turn out to be more important. And that's probably the only 2 we're going to have. Just as a reminder, we did have 2 debates between the same candidates in 2020. And I don't personally recall any viral moments that turn things one way or another from those debates. But this is a little bit different. Stakes are higher, and both guys are 4 years older.